June 4th. People are celebrating an unusual year of 2024, the Basilisk's feast, according to the Church. On the calendar, this day is associated with the folklore signs of martyr Basilisk's memory. They say that, on this day, Basilisk, king of serpents, could be born. June 4th is also known as the day when nightingales sing especially loud. Vasilisa, the nightingale, and Martyr Lisk are the main symbols of this day. Despite the fact that Saint Basilisk's feast was not widely known among his people, the name was well recognized on this day. I feel a special connection with nature and the animal world on this day. After all, nightingales are traditionally associated with purity and joy. Thus, June 4th becomes a unique holiday that combines different images of meaning on this day. It may seem special to interact with nature and immerse in the atmosphere with its inner world. The mystery and symbolism of Basilisk's holiday make June 4th majestic, when all beings are associated with it. People have always felt that the name comes alive with the fear of a huge basilisk snake. They also say that, on this day, flowers are foretold to bloom, giving signs to June 4th as a day to protect oneself from the great disaster that threatens every person on this holy day. Basilisk, whose name was associated with people with the terrible serpent, was fair. A man who laid down his head for his faith in Christ, yet precisely because of this, associations of his time always came with feelings of mistrust and anxious belief. Legends about basilisks penetrated the daily lives of people, filling them with secrets and fears that cannot be underestimated by the influence of a completely unusual character. The nightingale scared off the thief with its music, and they say you could hear its song today. Ancient beliefs prohibited working in the field or garden on this day. Legend has it that, if you go out to the field early, the centaury will bloom in all crops, but there will be no harvest. That's why it was absolutely impossible to work or eat the fruits of labor today. It was the day of Yaril, the sun god, highly revered by the ancient Slavs. If on this day they decide on work efforts, then, according to beliefs, Yarilo may turn and bring misfortune, constantly competing with bad luck. Perhaps, in these moments, people are seeking protection and wisdom in rituals and rites to perpetuate the influence of well-being. The mythological role of the nightingale, the thief, and the celebrations of Yaril's Day remain relevant today, although traditions and beliefs carefully hide their roots under the veil of modernity. The year came in darkness when it is impossible not to do any work, but despite this, there is no need to rest all day to celebrate and have fun. Today is the Patron's Day, Basilisk's Day, and food should not be consumed because the food could be poisoned, although not literally. Eating carelessly can cause indigestion, gastritis, and other gastrointestinal problems. Nowadays, girls hang birch branches with ribbons and weave garlands. Birch branches float in the water. It is believed that floating garlands will bring good luck and those who drown promise misfortune, so the rite of passage with birch branches has a symbolic meaning and involves attracting well-being and avoiding disasters. This morning started with a beautiful view of the nightingale singing. It is believed that if you don't hear this morning birdsong, then the whole day will be filled with failures. Such beliefs have roots in our ancestors since ancient times. At this time, people cast a special conspiracy to avoid diseases. They looked at the fire and spoke words, connecting themselves to God and His Son. The burning fire symbolized their purified souls. They believed that the Lord would heal them and ward off all diseases. This conspiracy was passed down from generation to generation and was an integral part of their culture. Although in the modern world such rituals have lost their meaning, it is important to remember the significance of faith and traditions that unite people and give them strength in the realm of the basilisk. One must find out how to destroy it. About this egg, it is not difficult, it is round and covered with hard skin. If you don't do it, look, the wells will start to dry up in the village. And after that, even the girls will lose bread right in the vineyard. Exactly then, for safety reasons, everything was collected and cooked by me a day before the 4th of June. By the way, the basilisk could wake up and bewitch, if it's 6 weeks. Carry a cock's egg under your arm. According to popular belief, after its birth, such a basilisk protected its witch and avenged. Today began with the quietness of early morning, when women were already heading to the fields to pick flowers barefoot, gathering their skirts in the dew. Specifically for this purpose, they collected medicinal herbs in the field. Women believed that these medicinal flowers would help them in treating various diseases. Centauri ace were considered especially valuable, and their collection was associated with certain signs. They were afraid to drop the picked flowers. After all, according to legends, lost Centauri ace lost their healing properties. So, women tried to be careful and gentle when picking the flowers. It was important not only to pick them but also to bring them home unharmed to preserve their healing properties. In ancient times, it was customary to celebrate the 4th of June day with various magical rituals and conspiracies associated with Centauri ace and nightingales. It was believed that these rituals helped to get rid of many problems and misfortunes. The connection with nature and the need to respect its laws today to attract good luck, and single girls are not worth happiness cry all year will pass in tears. If it is better to believe in a sign today, laugh and have fun with your friends will help you take your mind off all your sorrows and problems, and soon all problems will pass. By the way, if you sell the captured nightingale today can significantly improve the financial position of the seller, but it is worth remembering that you can leave the bird in your home bring great problems to the family. It is interesting that the nightingale purchased captured on the day of the basilisk is considered a symbol of good luck and happiness, especially if its singing is heard by a single girl on June 4th. So buying or selling a nightingale can have different consequences for each person. Some see it as a potential to improve the financial situation while others think it can attract problems. It is important to remember that each person has their beliefs and opinions about such things. However, despite everything, everyone unanimously recognizes the importance happiness and good luck in life. Recently, in the next day, Vasiliza nightingales. When your fiancé waiting intends to make an important appearance, remember that the meeting with your husband should not be held in the presence of another woman. After all, the energy of a stranger can be much weaker than the energy of the spouse, who may have a negative impact on relationships. The nightingales were considered special messengers, and their singing on this day had a special effect. If today you hear the songs of the misfortune of the nightingale around the corner, know that, according to legend, those who work for the basilisk on this day should expect problems and a dark period in life. Signs say that dreams on the night of June 4th can foretell something unusual and important. In popular wisdom, there is trust that the days associated with the nightingale's Vasiliza have a special charge of energy and can bring both well-being and unexpected difficulties. Therefore, it is important to be attentive to the signs and events that happen on this day, to avoid getting into trouble. According to ancient customs, it was considered unacceptable to engage in gardening tasks on June 4th because the ancestors believed that planting on June 4th would only germinate if the centaurs and wormwood were respected, as this depended on the well-being and productivity. It is strictly prohibited to store chicken eggs on June 4th, as the henhouse will be threatened by the appearance of the king of snakes and the curse that could lead to the drying up of the bread harvest. The basilisk warned against gardening matters on that day, as they could bring irreparable problems and sadness to him and his loved ones. Old customs and beliefs played an important role in people's lives, reminding them of the connection with nature and the need to respect its laws. To attract good luck, single girls should not mourn, as the whole year will pass in tears. It is better to believe in a sign and enjoy the day with joy. This will help take the mind off all sorrows and problems, and soon everything will be resolved. Finally, the meeting with the fiancé who is expected on the upcoming Vasiliza Nightingale's Day should be carried out without the presence of another woman, as the energy of a stranger can be much weaker than that of the spouse, which could have a negative impact on relationships. On June 4th, if you plan to exercise, look for a job or go for an interview, you may want to reconsider your plans. Even if a job offer is made that you will accept, it may not bring joy and financial stability. Therefore, it is important to make this decision carefully, based on circumstances and your goals. Folk wisdom says to prohibit the use of love spells. Violating this prohibition may result in more pronounced negative consequences. A spouse under the influence of magic can turn into a malevolent and cunning creature, resembling a snake ready to bite with their actions and words. Such a spouse can harm their partner not only psychologically, traumatizing them, but also leading to divorce or mental illness. On June 4th, according to ancient predictions, there may be signs of a good year ahead. If on this morning a thick mist is approaching and dew lies in a rich layer on the grass, it promises a clear and hot summer, with birds singing cheerfully and the north wind picking up. Starting to sing at an unusual time could indicate good weather. Dew falling in the early hours of June 4th is considered a harbinger of fertility for the year and promises abundance of mushrooms. On June 4th, when mist covers the cucumbers and many flies are found everywhere, they not only foretell something strange, but also like a spider crawling on something mysterious scheduled for this day. Someone is doing it again. The proposal to fisherman Vasilisa on June 4th is that they caught a boiled egg thinking it was possible to catch a pike. Here are the centuries-old traditions that talk about a special amulet against the evil eye, created from holy water, egg white, a little flour and a pinch of Thursday salt. Kneading the dough, a figurine is shaped from these ingredients. There is an ancient custom in the world that is passed down from generation to generation. A creature is placed on the windowsill to dry. Part of the ritual after this, special words full of mystery and magic are pronounced. The chapim made with dough, made with love and carefully, it carries strength and protection. It becomes the guardian of the house, reflecting anger and negativity, not allowing it to enter. The tortuousness recedes, giving way to joy and the magical amulet of well-being. It attracts only kindness to life and the fulfillment of desires. This amulet not only protects, but also attracts good luck and happiness. It is a symbol of faith in one's own strength and ability to overcome all difficulties. It is always important to remember that we can direct the energy of our lives, attracting only positive changes and well-being. Dear viewers, all are yours. A like is a confirmation that we are moving in the right direction. Your subscriptions are our motivation to let everyone create new videos. Your new day will be better than the previous one. God bless you and your loved ones. Total for you, good me.